the field together for X30 Pro, presented by Speed Lab Racing Engines. Down the front straightaway, looking for the green flag. We're on the power, and we've got it. We're green down to turn number 1. Into the first corner, Weinberg going to get run up the racetrack a little bit by Norberg and by Hiltbrand. He'll slot into third, Hiltbrand into second. Paul Bocuse trying to hang on for fourth. He'll get clear, and Kremers is off the racetrack. Marian Kremers knocked a little bit wide. He'll lose a few spots there early on. And look at the dust. They've got to drive through that there. Through on into the bus stop. Norberg, Hiltbrand, Weinberg, the top 3. Bocuse in fourth. And we'll watch the rest of them as they work their way down the back straightaway for the first time into turn number 12. Pedro Hiltbrand, a world champion on par with Ryan Norberg, and now with a big run out of turn number 12. When does he send it? Norberg knows how aggressive Hiltbrand is. Here he comes, gets into him, and the crowd goes wild here on the fence line. Norberg got a big hip check right there, and Pedro Hiltbrand to the lead here down the front straightaway for the first time today. I said in the pre-final, Pedro Hiltbrand would be the last guy that you would think would be hesitant when he's behind you, and he knows how quick Ryan Norberg was. He made quick work of him. A hip check, knocked him to the side. Norberg back on Bocuse. He'll take back the third spot. Here's Frankie Mossman. He gets through for fourth. Bocuse back to fifth. Out of turn number 12, Hiltbrand defending a little bit. Weinberg doing the same. Norberg trying to stuff Weinberg. Here he goes down the inside. Weinberg going to hang tough on the outside lane. He'll fend him off there for second. And Pedro Hiltbrand gets a little bit of separation still. Norberg knows all the animosity that's been going on in the paddock, how much everyone has been up in arms over the last few days. And Norberg now looking for second again, this time turn 1. He'll go through. Weinberg lets him in and says, all right, you go fight with Hiltbrand here and see what you can do. And as they head down the backstretch through the chicane, Norberg, big run, looking inside on Hiltbrand. He's going to go by, and Hiltbrand drops back in line to second on the bumper as they go to 13, and he's going to lay into him a little bit. So will Weinberg, and they're all going to stack up behind the 303. Look at that run to the S's. Norberg's got them all behind him. Hiltbrand checks up a little bit through 1 and 2. Weinberg going to go by, and look at Bocuse. He goes as well. Frankie Mossman not going to be able to get there. So Hiltbrand's tried to help him, tried to send Norberg back down the field. Couldn't do too much. Paul Bocuse, though, with a better run through the chicane. He's going to go to the inside of Weinberg. That's not what we needed here. Hiltbrand going to force his way by as well, and Weinberg goes back into fourth, and Paul Bocuse now moves into second, becomes the next challenger to Ryan Norberg. Big run of steam here closing into Paul Bocuse, looking to send it on the inside, and he does. Little bit of contact on the way by, but he gets through. Bocuse signals to work together with the group behind him, and up in the middle of the group is Cameron Weinberg, gets passed by Frankie Mossman. Mossman on by and in further to the top 5 as he takes over the 4th position. Weinberg back into 5th here in X30 Pro. 3.3 seconds, another 4/10 added to the margin. Just unreal through turns 1 and 2. Hiltbrand, Bocuse, I mean, the domination that Norberg and the RPG crew have put on is just unprecedented. And of course, there's the dust storm going through turn number 5. It is coming up here, and we're seeing more of it blowing across the racetrack over in 6 and 7. Amazing that they're able to drive and still hit their marks in these conditions. Down the start-finish line straightaway here, Pedro Hiltbrand and Paul Bocuse still stuck together. We'll see if Bocuse can make one final charge at him to get one spot higher on the podium, or if Hiltbrand for the 2nd day in a row will be P2 and a bridesmaid to Ryan Norberg. And oh no, we've got a problem. Timothy Carroll has gone up and over by turn number 3. And he has also been collected with Marian Kremers. So Marian Kremers and Timothy Carroll have gotten into a massive crash at the exit of turn number 3. For now, we stay green. They're going to check him out, see if they need to call this one. That could bring an early end of the day. Ryan Norberg leads, 4 laps to go here this time as they work their way down to turn number 1. Oh, yellow flags waving in turn number 3 for the incident with Timothy Carroll. So no move made there for them. My mistake. Carroll still running. That was Julian DaCosta in the 378. Julian DaCosta coming together with Marian Kremers was the driver that flipped up and over in turn number 3. And here we go. Double sticks in the air. Oh, that's going to do it. No, red flag. Checkers are out. We're done. The red flag's coming for Julian DaCosta. They're going to check him out and check the on-site medical team, and the red flags will go. They're going to slow these guys down instantly as the checker and red flags fly. Ryan Norberg has been declared the winner in a 2-lap shortened main event for X30 Pro as Julian DaCosta and Marian Kremers came together. DaCosta ended up flipped up and over at the exit of turn number 3. Do have an update for Julian DaCosta. He was checked out and cleared. It looked to potentially have a chest injury, and SKUSA did not want to take any chances of that being actually serious. So as they were checking out, making sure he was still breathing and okay, he has since been checked, is okay. But that was what the reason for the red flag was. So Julian DaCosta cleared and all right, which is great news to hear.